Hello Year 4, it's Miss Bellis here. How are you today? I hope you're well. For the last week of our maths home learning, we're going to do something a bit different. We're going to be learning about Roman numerals. So today, we're going to look at writing Roman numerals for numbers 1 to 20. As it says here, the Romans used letters to write numbers. They used I for 1, V for 5, and X for 10. It asks us to find out how the Romans wrote the numbers 1 to 20. What do you already know about Roman numerals? How are they different to the number system we use? Do we ever still use them today? So where have you seen Roman numerals? Have a think. So here are some examples of where we still use Roman numerals. We have a memorial. Some TV programs put the year they were made in Roman numerals. Sometimes they're used in textbooks. And here they are on a clock. I expect many of you have seen them on clocks. We also use them for historical events, World War II, for example. Kings and queens use them. Here we have King Henry VIII. Sometimes we see them on monuments, and often we see them on coins, especially old coins. So all our numbers can be written using the numerals above, from tiny decimal numbers to fractions to huge numbers in the billions and negative numbers. All numbers are written using these 10 numerals. But these are Roman numerals. They're called Roman numerals because they're the number system used by the Romans and became used in other countries because of the Roman Empire, approximately 200 BCE to the 5th century CE. And the numerals were commonly used in Europe until the 14th century. The Romans didn't have a symbol for zero. They didn't have the concept of zero. So here we need to write the Roman numerals for 2, 3 and 20. Here we can see that I is 1, 2 I's are 2 and 3 I's are 3. And here we have the tens. 1x is 10, 2x's is 20. So how would we write 30? That's right, 3x's is 30. Here we are looking at the Roman numerals for 6, 7 and 8. Here we have V is 5, VI is 6, VII is 7, and VIII is 8. And Charles shows us that these numbers are made using V, which represents 5, and I, which represents 1. So V and I is 6. V and II, or 2, is 7. And V and 3 I's, or 3, is 8. So now we need to look at 4 and 9. These are a bit different. You can see here that V is 5, but IV is 4. Emma tells us that I is before V, so IV is 1 less than 5. Let's have a look at this over here. If I put I here, 1 before 5, I get 4. But if I put I here, 1 after 5, I get 6. 9 works in a similar way, but using x, which is 10. We can see here x is 10, but ix is 9. Hannah tells us that I before x is 9 because ix is 1 less than 10. Let's try it. If I put I here, 1 before 10, I get 9. But if I put it here, 1 after 10, I get 11. And here we have the Roman numerals for the numbers 11 to 19. This column has our 10, or x. This column has our Roman numerals for 1 to 9. and in this column they are put together. So if we look at 13, we can see X for 10, then 3 I's for 3, and then put them together and we have 13, or X and 3 I's. And for 19, here is 10, here is 9, 1 less than 10. Put them together and we have XIX is 19. So here's today's guided practice. And it says, some watch and clock makers use Roman numerals to make their watches and clocks look good. Show the numbers 3, 6, 9 and 12 using Roman numerals. In question 2, it mentions that kings and queens often use Roman numerals in their names. King Louis XIV of France ruled from 1643 to 1715. What number is XIV? So here's today's worksheet. We need to help Holly find her way home, and she's going to follow this path. And we need to write the Roman numerals next to the numbers given. And for question 2, we need to join up these Roman numerals to the correct number. So here are the answers for question 1. And here are the answers for question 2. And here are a couple of extra challenges for you. In the first one, you need to look at these 3 number sentences and decide if they are true or false. Is XIX 21? In the second challenge, you need to estimate the value of the missing numbers and complete the number line using Roman numerals. So that's it from me today. I hope you have a fantastic day and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!